Hello everyone, we are from Group 4 who would like to explain and present about water jet machining. There are Angelia Tarigan, Ade Rahmat Prasojo, and Restu Mahadewi. And then we are going to present and explain about the definitions. And next one is diagram of water jet machining, the process, the applications, and the last one is the advantages and the disadvantages of using water jet machining.
The first one is the definition of water jet machine. Water jet machine is a machine that works by spraying high speed and pressurized water into the surface of an object to cut the sheet of an object. The water jet machine uses water pressures up to 400 MPa and supersonic speeds of up to 900 meters per second. The water jet machine also uses a nozzle with a hole diameter of 0.1 to 0.4 millimeter to get a strong concentration so that it can scrape the surface of the workpiece. The scraping speed can change depends on the distance of the nozzle tip to the workpiece. The distance itself is called the standard distance, which ranges from 3.2 millimeter. Next. There are two types of water jet machine. The first one is water jet cutting, and the second one is the abrasive water jet cutting. The water jet cutting uses water with high pressures and speed. And the parameters that need to be considered in water jet cutting is the first one is the distance between the nozzle and the work surface or standoff distance. And the second one is the diameter of the nozzle opening. And the third is the water pressures and the cutting speed. For the abrasive water jet cutting, it uses gas mixed with abrasives. Then the abrasives that usually used are aluminum oxide, silicon carbide, and glass grains. And the second one, the abrasive jet machine use gas mixed with abrasive under pressures from 0.2 to 1.4 MPa with speeds from 2.5 to 5.0 meter per second. And the last is abrasive jet machine generally used for finishing, deburring, trimming, cleaning, and the others. Next.
This is the diagram of the water jet machining and equipment. There are fluid supply, intensifier, pump, accumulator, hydraulic unit, controls, valve, separator nozzle, jet, workpiece, and drain. Next. Now, I would like to explain about the equipment of the water jet machining itself. The first is hydraulic pump. In the water jet machining process, a hydraulic pump is used to pump the water from storage tank for machining process. It is connected by an electric motor of about 100 horsepower. And the second one is hydraulic intensifier. As the name implies, it is used to increase the water pressure for further process. Hydraulic intensifier accepts water for pump at a small pressure about 4 bar. The water pressure at outlet of intensifier is about 3,000 until 4,000 bars. And then hydraulic accumulator. Hydraulic accumulator is used when large amount of pressure energy is required for an instant. It used to eliminate pressure fluctuation. It supplies fluid at high pressure when required. And then tubing system. Tubes are used to supply high pressure water to the nozzle for further cutting process. It increases the kinetic energy of fluid. Its diameter is about 10 until 14 millimeter. It provides flexible movement and doesn't allow any significant losses. And then flow regulator. Flow regulator are used to regulate the flow according to cutting requirement. For high cutting load, high pressurized water is supplied at high rate. And then abrasive. Abrasive particles are used in abrasive water jet machining for machine hard material. Generally, aluminum oxide, silicon carbide, and etc. used as abrasive particles. And then the nozzle. Nozzles are used to convert pressure energy into kinetic energy. This nozzle converts high pressure of water into high velocity jet. This high speed water jet strikes at work surface which is used for machining. There is possibility of erosion at orifice of the nozzle due to high pressure water jet. Therefore, high water resistance material is used for nozzle. The size of nozzle is about 0.2 until 0.4 millimeter. If abrasive water jet machining is used, abrasive particles mix in water stream before entering into the nozzle. And the last but not least is drain and catcher. The drain and catcher system is used to remove debris and other machine particles from water. It separates metal particle from water, and this water is further sent to the reservoir. It also used to reduce noise associated with water jet machining. And in the left side, there are processes of water jet machining itself. The first water is filled in water reservoir. It provides water for cutting operation. A pump sucks water from water reservoir and send it to intensifier. Intensifier increases the water pressure from 4 bar to 4,000 bars. It sends water to accumulator which stores some pressurized water. This high pressure water now sends through tubing system to nozzle. The water passes through flow regulator valve which regulate the flow. Now, this high pressure water enters into nozzle. In the nozzle, it converts some pressure energy of water into kinetic energy. A high speed, high pressurized water jet is available at nozzle exit. This water jet sent to strike at work surface. It erodes metal from the contact surface. Thus, metal removal takes place. Next.
So let me explain what is the application of using the water jet machining. The water jet machining can be used on certain materials or workpiece such as metals, papers, cloth, leather, plastic, food, and ceramics. And then this machine is considered as cost-effective and versatile process that can eliminate heat-affected zone. In this machining, the harder material that we use to cut, it will produce a better edge finish. And then it is flexible and effective cleaning solution that produce surface roughness and tolerance depend on the machining speed. These are the advantages and the disadvantages of using water jet machining. The advantages, the first one, it doesn't produce any heat. Then it produces no deflections, and it is environmentally safe. That eliminates the hazardous airborne dust. Then it eliminates grinding and polishing. The disadvantages itself, the first one, this machine cannot cut a very thick materials. And then it is not suitable for mass productions because of high maintenance is required for this machining. And the last one is that it requires high investment. So this is the references that we got from the internet, and thank you.